Is it quite warm?
No, it's good. I mean,
I
it's fine.
can start air conditioning will make noise. Though.
No. That's fine. I mean, it's just that I'll be like that. I'll be fine. I have too many clothes. This is all right. Well, Victor, so we are recording already. I'm going to explain. I'm going to do your portrait, and in the video, the people will be able to see the canvas, how evolves the painting, and also yourself talking. And because this is going to be also audio recorded, and I will be very pleased to hear your story.
The Jewish community had 265 people only before the Nazis. We survived 152 because we were hiding from those who were taken to concentration camps. Only one returned. Even so small community, Patra, had a synagogue and her own rabbi. Now, Patra, with 350,000 people, has no Jewish community. Where the synagogue used to be, now is a big apartment building. The main parts of the synagogue herself were transferred to the Jewish Museum in Athens, where now exists.
All right. You know, because you have to look at me, I think it's better to tell me without notes, just in an oral way.
While we were in Patra, yes, we were religious. I mean, that we would go to the synagogue on Saturday and on the holidays. But we were not like some Orthodox here that they grow beard and that they always wear the talit. A few words. Greece was attacked from Italy, and Greeks were winning, and the Germans came down with all their strong weapons and a lot of soldiers and tanks, and Germans and Italians, they captured Greece. And at that point, South Greece, where Patra is, was occupied from Italy.
So they were invading, what year was that, 1940?
1943.
43.
Very beginning, at the end of 1942 something. I am not sure about the dates now.
So where were you go for hiding?
We went up the mountains for quite a few days, sleeping in the forests. And we were two families. We were my family, but my sister, meanwhile, was married, and we had the family of her husband, that they were two people and her husband three. So we were 7 people, all of us. 5 and 3, 8 people. And for several days we were walking the day, and the night we were sleeping in the forest until we reached a village called Valatuna, and we arranged to stay in the cellars. We were always cold because they were mountains. And then after there, we've heard that Germans, groups of Germans, they were coming up. So we had to leave. And about 3 days later, we went to another village called Bar di Costa. If I am alive today, or if we survived, we owe that to the righteous Gentiles. They kept us in their places. Certainly we paid them as much as we could and as much as we had. And one time my father with my brother-in-law, they decided to go down in the city to find some friends and get some food and other kind of materials that we could exchange with the villagers, because money did not have any value. The inflation was so big that money did not have any more purchasing power. So the best thing to get something like wheat or cheese scrapings or anything else that could be edible, it was to exchange, give them fabrics or ready materials or something else. 1 hour before to reach the city, they saw a friend who was in the countryside to find food for himself. And he said, he recognized my brother-in-law and said, "What are you doing here? The Germans are looking for you." And they have put there a special kind of warning to capture you. And for the people that they will hide you, that they will kill them. So he said, "Go back to where you were in the mountains. You cannot do anything." And that guy already had a small bag of wheat that he got from the villagers there, from the countryside people, and he gave that to my brother-in-law and my father. And so they returned. They got up to the mountains again, and they returned without bringing anything. But the resistance, the guerrillas, those that they were fighting the Germans in the mountains, They were somehow supporting us every time that they would pass from there. They would give us some food. At the end, it was very bad, Felix. At the end, we did not have even shoes to walk anymore. I did not mind because I was so young. Germans wanted to kill every one of us. And my family, we were lucky because we left. A lot of people did not leave because no one could believe that a civilized nation like Germany could make all these unheard things against other human beings. Patra, where I lived, was liberated from English soldiers, not from Americans. Americans went directly from in France and then Germany. And after that, we were able to start anew our life until 1967, where the dictators took over in Greece, and because I was involved in a political party, I was in trouble. Meanwhile, my sister was here, came here earlier, 12 years before, and when he heard that I was personally in a little trouble, she said, "Why don't you come here?" And it was that time that the Congress signed a law that many thousands from Europe, they can immigrate legally to United States. And it became easy. I faced, when I was hiding, it was fear. Fear all the times. We had to do with people that they were good. But, sometimes people change. But besides fear, Felix, we felt hunger. Hunger. Food, it was always scarce. We never had food. We ate things that you cannot imagine now that these things could be edible.
Let's go, come here, Victor, please, and you can look at it. Just try not to move, go this way. Yeah, this way better, here. So like that, just aware of not touching the branches here. Yeah. So you can look at it.
Oh my God. It's exactly me. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How can you do that? as I speak to you. Yeah, I could not be laughing a little bit, but this is as I speak exactly like I see myself in the mirror. It's exactly. My God, that's real. That's real art. Art that I did not think so far that art could be so precise.
Well, thank you, Victor.
Something else.
Thank you very much.
Are you kidding? I thank you. I can't believe. You are one of those that you could be like Michelangelo, like those people that they did things and they were. This is exactly as I was speaking to you.